Hey YouTube, it's Larry here, aka Buff Hippie, representing Natty Fit. Just wanted to do a product review on Body by Jake's Tower 200. So I've actually owned this piece of equipment for about 5 years, and I use it about 3 times a week. So I typically use it on the days that I work, where I work a 12-hour shift. So I'll either use it before I go to work, or sometimes even after work, where I'll kind of do like a 15-20 minute accessory muscle workout. So again, my accessory muscles are like just arms, do my shoulders, traps, calves, and abs. So anyways, I'll do it on those days. I have a gym pass. A lot of times I'll dedicate the gym when I have a complete day off. But again, if I'm working 12-hour shift, I'm pretty tired, so I just want to head home. So a lot of times I'll head home, just bang out a workout. And a lot of times I'll just use the Body by Jake Tower 200. So as you can see, it's working pretty good. Pulley system still pretty solid. Never had to like oil it up or anything like that. It's pretty well constructed overall. The piece of equipment is actually pretty versatile. You can actually do a lot of stuff with it. So you have the 2 pulleys on top, and you have the 2 pulleys on the bottom. So, and again, it comes with this chart, lists probably about 12 different exercises. But again, if you just have general knowledge as far as like how to do like flies or just do exercise in general, you can pretty much come up with your own stuff. There's multiple resistance levels. So ultimately there's we have the 3 different pulleys. There's the light, which is starting from the left. So the light gray is light. You have the black in the middle, and the red, which is the heavier one. But you could combine all 3 to give you I believe it's 50 pounds. So it's the reason why it's called Tower 200, because each pulley has about 50 pounds of resistance. So you have 4 of them, and 4 of them have 50 pounds. And so you could use each pulley individually, and you could combine them. So you can combine the light gray and the dark gray to give you about like 25 pounds. So give or take, you can go from 10 to 50. So it's pretty versatile. But with the 50 pounds, you definitely could outgrow it. I mean, as far as like your major muscle groups, if you have a really strong chest, I mean, 50 pounds on both sides, you'll definitely outgrow it. But it's definitely good for isolation exercises. Like if you're working out your shoulders, a lot of times you don't really want to go heavy. So you can get away with, doing a shoulder workout on these pulley systems. You can do your lateral raises, you can do your, your rear delts, all that stuff. So it's also good for arms. Again, if you're going to do a high volume, high rep day, I've kind of outgrown it. I can rep the 50 pounds like 30 times now at this point. But again, I'll incorporate different training techniques. I'll go slow tempo, go do negatives, etc. Overall, the install and setup actually came up already set up out of the box. All you had to do was pretty much just hook it on. It's pretty easy to set up. There is, I guess, through use and everything, you will scrape off some paint off your door. So I did notice that. I didn't install any padding or anything like that, so it probably might be a good idea to install some padding to kind of protect your door. Another negative thing about it, it's not really, I wouldn't say it's really good for traveling. It is kind of bulky. Usually when I travel, I'll usually take some resistant bands with a door anchor. I'll be showing that. You'll eventually be seeing that too. I think there's a lot of stuff you can do with resistant bands with a door anchor. Or, some suspension training cord lines. TRX. I personally own the RIP 60 suspension cords. It's the one that GSP sponsored, or he endorsed his RIP 60. So anyways, I have that. So anyways, I think that's better for traveling. But for having at home, this Tower 200, I thought overall it's a pretty good piece of home equipment. If you're building a home gym, you want a simple pulley system, I mean, I think on Amazon they're going for about $60, varying again, new and used. So anyways, you'll be seeing this piece of equipment. So I will be doing videos again. So I do home exercises on days that I do work. Again, 15-25 minute accessory muscles. I think the first video I'll be putting out is a shoulder workout. So I'll be using the Tower 200. So overall, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's a solid piece of equipment. Again, I've owned it for 5 years. It's working just great. So again, like, subscribe, comment. Till next time, peace out. Stay natty fit.